Heyo everyone, Future Aavak here to let you know that due to technical shenanigans, I wasn't able to remove the stream-specific audio alerts from this and the next couple of episodes. Thankfully, the problem has already been solved, so future streams won't suffer with any issues, hopefully, fingers crossed. But for all of the VODs from this stream, so from Shipbreaker rank 6 up to 9, I believe, you will occasionally hear sub-notifications or cheer sounds, that sort of thing. Hopefully it won't be too distracting, but with that said and done, let's get back to the episode. Alright then, cutters. Rise and shine. Time for another shift to begin. Roll those shoulders. Flex those knees. Do some squats. Keep the blood flowing. The muscles working. Gotta combat that low G atrophy. Cutters races a leaderboard style competition. Ah, of course, I like it. That actually sounds pretty cool.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Will you ever try the race mode? Yeah, probably. I literally played the game for the first time yesterday. I don't think I'm going to jump straight into the race yet, though. Oh, listen to that music, though. That's awesome music. I like it. Can chat hear the awesome music? Malakin, it's especially funny that you say I'm not a number, I'm a free man, considering in Twitch you're Malakin 0. That's especially funny. See, everyone thinks it's going to be fine to have numbers in their name, and then they get sassed live in front of hundreds of people. Lol, I'm actually just Malakin 2, but for some reason I lost the account and can't recover it. Well, that sounds like a Malakin 0 problem right there. The original OG Malakin, they would have been able to solve that. But Malakin 0, yeah, just a cheap clone. I don't think we've got any messages we need to wonder. Oh no, that was... Am I going to get in trouble now because they've sent me a mail? Is this entrapment? Can I have something? No? Ah, much sadness. Oh well. Oh, can I stick... Oh. I would love to be able to stick stickers on my helmet. Chat, you're allowed to spoil this for me. Is it eventually possible for me to stick stickers on my helmet? Not on the sides, you understand? I'm literally talking about right on the faceplate. Can I stick my spangly foil stickers straight on the glass of my helmet? I could just put stickers on my screen. Far poke. That's some out of the box thinking there. That's a blue sky. Yeah, you're gonna go far. I can tell. Right. Without excessive spoilering, I highly advise you take a good look around your hab when you go out to salvage. Okay, road train. Duly noted. You know what? I don't mind that one. It is a bit of a spoiler, but I actually... That's intrigued me. That has intrigued me. Okay, we're done with the level 4 hazard. I think we're up to level 5 now. And that's why we're doing training. Road train will only be placed in the oubliette if road train... should... If I go out there and I discover some ultra mega tool that... and not like some sort of funny sticker or possibly a dead cutter, something that I can't use. If it is some sort of amazing ultra weapon or something, yeah, road train's going to the oubliette. But otherwise, no. Also...
Hi. Our friend Lou thinks she's the expert on pressurized ships. So... I'm gonna let her take the lead on this one.
You give me a hard time, but you know I'm good. Okay, Rook, time for the fun stuff. And by fun, I mean incredibly dangerous.
Yay!
You're in good hands. Take it away, Lou.
Okay, first rule. Always scan ahead. Ships can have pockets of pressure anywhere inside them. Let's
Yeah.
have a look. Activate your scanner now.
Will do. I'm doing something that Road Train told me to do. Not seeing anything yet. I'm assuming this is actually my hab module, or is this just a way I get to my hab module? Is this like a shuttle or something? I almost feel like they wouldn't give me one of those, and that this is in fact my home. My home is my job. That feels very Lynx-like. I'm not sure I'm seeing anything interesting. No. Let's see. There's splatters out here. Oh, hello there. My lord. A data drive. Let's see. It's taped to it. Oh, I can't do anything yet. Unless I get really close, perhaps? No, I need to turn on my scanner.
Your scanner shows the pressure state of every compartment. Red
Okay.
labels are unpressurized. Green are pressurized. Cut between a red room and a green room, and boom, violent decompression.
Okay.
The correct term is explosive decompression.
Explosive, same deal. If we cut this ship now, it pops. Only safe way in is through an airlock. If you can't find one, they show up on your scanner too.
Okay. A tucked tail. Prepare the oubliette. We aren't going to make the decision yet on whether oubliette is required, but prepare it all the same. And by prepare it, I mean remove all of the previous road train spare bodies at the bottom that cushion the landing of new road trains that we throw down there. Clean them out. Restore the spiked cobble flooring to its natural tortuous splendor. Mop up the blood too. Don't allow there be any liquid at the bottom that might in some way impact the cruel, harsh reality of the ground coming to meet road train. Though for real, I probably would have never looked there. So all joking aside. Well, that being said, it might have happened by accident because, you know, I've already overshot the place once. I'd only have to overshoot it at the right angle and be like, ha-ha, secrets! But now we'll never know if that would have happened. That's the problem with spoilers, you know? Right. So, systems. Fuel. Electrical. Radiation. Okay. No coolant in there. Alright. Through the airlock. How about we don't stand in front of the door when we open this?
Good. Now cycle the airlock. Should be a switch in there.
Pressurize the airlock. Oh, it's just like Starbase.
And you're in. From inside, you can safely depressurize with an atmosphere regulator. Should be one nearby. Give it a go.
toggle pressurization.
Hey! All right, look! Either you're a fast learner or I'm an amazing teacher. Now, sometimes you're gonna have to depressurize a ship violently.
Explosively?
Explosively. Soon as you hear that warning, grab onto something. Seriously, you don't want to get sucked through a 1-inch hull fracture. Believe me, it's unpleasant. Sometimes different areas of the ship have their own pressurization systems. So remember, always scan ahead. Now, hey Weaver, why don't you take the rest of the day off and out-demo my patented Reactor rodeo technique?
Oh dear.
Nah, that's all right there, Lou. Thank you very much.
Oh, hot tip. You know all the supplies you can buy at the kiosk? You can actually scrounge a lot of that stuff for free from the ship.
Come on now, Lou. You know that's against the regs.
That's just because they want us to spend every penny at the company's store.
It's also not safe. Nor sanitary.
Come on, what?
You know how long that stuff's been floating around and all that grime and dust?
They're vacuum sealed, Weaver.
I mean, she's
probably
got...
well past their expiry date.
I don't think oxygen
Okay,
has
well,
one.
it's not like I'm saying to steal power cells and flip them on the black market.
Is that a thing we can do?
I need you to try and follow the rules now, you hear?
Yeah,
Is
whatever,
that a thing
boss.
we can do?
Catch you later, Rook. Lou out.
Cutter, I encourage you not to huff any old can of oxygen you find, but if you do, please just monitor your vitals after. Oh, and for God's sake, don't eat anything you find. Anyway, have a good shift. Holler if you need me. Weaver
There
out.
was some stuff there that maybe I could eat. Right, okay. Well, the green means it's pressurized, does it not? Oh. How does one... See, if I open this door, it's going to pressurize in here, isn't it? So what I need to do is I need to expose everything in here, I imagine, and then depressurize the entire exposed area. That's what I'm going to guess. Yeah, toggle pressurization.
Air pressure level increasing.
Yeah. Now everything is opened up. Ah, there's the toggle in here. Okay. So if I was to press that, I'd close that door, okay.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Right. We've still got the areas on the side still. So my guess... Danger. Don't take that off. I'm assuming. So yeah, I'm guessing what the intended way of doing it is to either disable the doors.
Air pressure level increasing.
So that I can then, like if I maybe remove the door control? I wonder. Either way, I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to pause it there. And say thank you very much to Balander for the raid. Diolch yn fawr iawn, mate. Yeah, unfortunately, depressurizing with the Atmo reg always closes all the doors first. That makes a lot of sense, though. But what I could do is depressurize with the Atmo rig, the cockpit, then go out through the glass, then go back around to the side. Yeah, King Fenks just mentioned exactly the same thing, yeah. But my worry is the sides. I kind of feel like I want the cockpit to be pressurized, take off one of the walls, and then depressurize the cockpit. I don't know. But hey, Obella, how are you doing, buddy? What are we playing? Oh, you're playing some more My Time at Sandrock. Fantastic. I hope you're enjoying the game, mate. Because I'm assuming that the Atmo regulator can depressurize any or the entire space that it's attached to. So, unless there is some gamey thing where each one only deals with a single room no matter what. But I can't imagine this game, which is doing so well with the simulation in every other way, would be doing that. So I think it will be for sciencing time. Now, the whole thing is pressurized. I could just take out some panels to the sides. I'm assuming. Oh, Dan's gaming there with the huge wind. Hello, everyone. Oh, no. All these people are here to see me fail at explosive decompression. Or rather, succeed at explosive decompression, depending on the way you want to think about it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel, where I am playing the game for the second stream. This is very much a first time playing it. I haven't played the early access, and I am taking things slow. So fair warning for anyone coming across from someone who knows the game a bit better. I'm at rank 6 after an entire stream. We're just at the start of this one, and we're starting off with the tutorial on depressurization. And I'm currently trying to work my way around how I'm going to depressurize the entire ship when every time I toggle the Atmo regulator, it closes the doors and keeps some part of the ship pressurized. So we'll see how it goes. You're giving the game too much credit, Aavak. The devs have been cutting corners from day one, it feels like. Really? Is that a pun on the game? The fact the game is literally about cutting corners away? I hope it is, because so far the game actually seems like a really, really decent simulation, honestly. Right. But we definitely need to consider how I'm going to get to the sides. We've got all of these paneling. I think I'm just going to have to cut one of these apart. I think that's probably going to be the way that we do that. Now, I could first do that from the cockpit, I guess. But I'm a little bit wary of all of the electronics in here. So, of both locations where this would probably be the safest one to do, the cockpit probably is the safer one because there's fuel tanks in there. But nevertheless, I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and we're just going to try and go out through the cockpit and see what we can do. Wish me luck, everyone, and thank you again for that wonderful raid. I really hope you're enjoying the game as well, Dan's Gaming. I've noticed that you were a little bit further ahead than me, and by a little bit, I mean actually quite a lot. So again, I do hope those coming over from the raid who decide to hang about will forgive me for taking everything a bit slow. Right, let's try and just gently remove this glass. We've not had the best luck with that up to now, but we'll see. And one bit. Go. Now, we just want to get this disconnected enough. Okay, what am I stuck on? Oh, it's probably the console right behind me. Yeah, it was. So I'm going to need to get into a reasonably near position here. I'm not going to get much better than this. Is that flying away? Yeah, perfect. That should be good enough for me to at least get things out of here. And hope. Now what I should have done is what I did with the reactor and taken everything apart on the ship first before I completed the tutorial, and it started giving me shifts again. Because this is going to be a couple of expensive shifts. It's all uncoupled. Getting better at taking the glass out, chat. Hope you're proud of me. considering my abysmal first attempt. Right.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Now, we don't want to burrow in from this side at this point, otherwise... Oh. Let's remove these carefully. Oh. Really? I thought that was pressurized. Chat.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Wasn't green meant to show that it was pressurized? Am I doing this wrong? Huh. Arky says, I mean, a lot of glitches have been fixed in the full release, but in every release before now, there was almost always an issue with some rooms not depressurizing when fully exposed to space. Yeah, about that, Arky. Yeah, so, that entire cavity over there is apparently depressurized. But we're not going to pay any attention to that, chat. This is fine. Everything is working as intended. I swear, though,
Object accepted for processing. Credits
for real, if this just randomly blasts me out into the cold vacuum of space any minute now, I'm just going to go and buy the oxygen this time instead of faffing around with the with getting in through the airlock. Yeah. It's I mean, the simulation is reasonable. It's just a couple of glitches here and there, guys. But yeah, it's funny that we talk about that right now.
Welcome to Venditron 9000.
Oxygen levels.
And some thruster fuel as well.
Fuel levels restored.
This is going to be a very expensive couple of shifts. I don't recall those forward cockpit sections breaking away in previous versions. They have done for the entirety that I've seen them, at the very least. But, I mean, that solves one problem, I guess. My concern is the game still thinks they're depressurized. They're pressurized, so at any moment this could explode off. I don't know.
We got 5 minutes left till we call her a day.
I guess we're going to find out. Chat. For science. Yep. So, yeah. The game didn't realize that it had been exposed to the vacuum of space. Hoo-wee. I mean, could have been worse. Oh, I think we just destroyed a light, didn't we? Ah, poop. Oh well. A shame, but here's what it is. I'm trying to go for slow and steady while I'm learning the game, but I'm also very much going for get as much salvage as I can out of everything. Actually, okay, so chat, I absolutely could just pull that whole thing off and do exactly the same thing and depressurize it. Or alternatively, I could use this as the learning experience I was hoping to use it for and find the normal way to get in and depressurize it and try out my my assumption that the way to do it would be to expose a panel inside. And then, oh, actually, is that side actually pressurized? Oh, no, it has completely depressurized. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind, then. I guess that is a safe way of doing it. Though, safe is perhaps the wrong word, but nevertheless. I still maintain that probably the way that it's intended to be done is to open up a panel inside whilst it's pressurized, and then use the atmo regulator to depressurize the whole thing in one go.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Run it. I imagine that's how I should be doing it, even if we didn't get the opportunity to try that this time. We'll do that in future. Now it's just a regular ship for the most part. I still need to depressurize the internal room, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Credits awarded.
Oh my lord, that came at me way too fast. That was potentially visor shattering. I love the music in this game. Let's just yoink you off, shall we? Right. Now, if we remove these, should be relatively good money. At least, if I can keep to my initial goals of hitting... How do we remove that? My initial goal was to hopefully get each shift one milestone covered. Sure, let's get the power cell off. Though I imagine Lou talking about selling the power cells on the black market was a bit of a nod. I probably want to consider that. These connectors, what is this? Go to super accurate route mode. Here. This is such an incredibly cathartic game.
Left to wrap things up, Cutter?
Oh my lord. Again, as I'd never done anything like visceral cleanup detail, etc., I never really enjoyed or had the opportunity to enjoy a game like this before. And I'm very surprised by how much I'm enjoying it, I'm going to be honest. But it is so cathartic.
Salvage deposit registered. Account accredited.
Almost enough. Let's try and get this one off as well before the shift is over. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Not quite fast enough yet, but we're getting there. Uh-oh. Oh, am I going to be fined for that? Is there a fine for me being out there longer? I imagine there is. Yes, there is a fine. I kind of assumed it would be. Oh, well. Salvage earnings. Nothing earned. Yeah, we haven't actually reached that point yet, unfortunately. Oh, well. I'm guessing you haven't seen what happens when you cut an opening between a pressurized area and an unpressurized one. Oh, I mean, I guess I kind of have, Arky. In that the ship just... I mean, I cut from the outside into a pressurized area, even though it should have really already been exposed. And it just, you know, blasted off. But my plan is to cut from pressurized to pressurized or unpressurized to unpressurized in the future, yeah.
Hello, Shipbreaker. This is your morning wake-up call.
Thank you very much.
Hey there, Rook.
Hello.
Saw that you found an old data drive while you were salvaging.
I did.
Now, I'm a bit of a tech head and a history nerd, so I love these things. They're uncensored info. Sometimes it's junk, but sometimes it's gold. Either way, it's a more genuine view of the colonies than what you see on the garbage news networks. I'm sending you a data recovery program. You'll see it on your HAB terminal.
Okay.
Soaking in solar radiation mangles up the data pretty bad, but you can usually pull 1 or 2 intact files. Hopefully it'll give you a better sense of the wider world. Warts and all. Have fun. Later, Rook.
Take care, Lou. Of course it would be Lou who'd help me decrypt this data. Hey there, Rook. Weaver got busy and asked me to review your salvage records today. I saw that you snagged an old data drive. Look, I know that the networks on Earth don't really give you the full picture of what's happening across the colonies. Don't want y'all getting a read on what's actually going on off Earth. These data drives, though, they're uncensored info. And they'll give you the full view. Sometimes it's useless jerk, sometimes recipes or bad photos flexing in front of the mirror. Other times it's corporate rail mail or a ship captain's personal log. Anyway, don't tell Weaver this, but I'm sending you some software to extract the usable data off these things. You'll see a new data recovery tab on your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation tends to mangle most of the data, but you should be able to pull a couple of intact files off the drive. Alright. Thruster rental, blah 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 blah. HAB utilities, interest. Okay, I mean, that wasn't terribly bad, I guess. Okay. Contract clauses. Okay. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? Right then. Messages first. In this issue, oh, of course, this is going to be the the union mail. She's doing her part, yes. Hey Rook, welcome to your first day. I'm sending you a breach of contract right away. That's basically what happened. Yeah, it did more or less say it. Yeah, I'm not sure what... It's like, really? Would someone be that blasé about revealing something that the corporate gods... Because let's be honest, they literally have power of life or death over us at this point. Would be unhappy about. In an issue, we would like to address our demand of revising the Shipbreaker contract. Did you know that the company owns any and all intellectual property for any inventions or artistic creations made by their workers? That's right. You've signed away the rights the moment you took on this job. Forever. Were you aware that by signing the contract, you agreed to not have any body modifications done, such as piercings, tattoos, or contraceptive devices without company approval? Are you aware that the company has a free reign over when to terminate you to cook a new spare from the system, and that there are no regulations or provisions in place for when that should occur? They can literally do it for any reason. Or that the continued use of this dysfunctional spare is purely at the discretion of the company. Not to mention the policy on toilet breaks being a whopping 28 pages long. These and many more aspects of the Lynx Shipbreaker contract are inhumane and in desperate need of regulation for the dignity of our workers. Salvage Workers Unite is determined to have these shortcomings addressed by regulation from the Stellar Commission. Sounds like a great way to get your spare terminated for whatever reason they want, my lord. But alright, let's go ahead and check out the data recovery. Wow. Okay. Just click there. Okay, it looks like there's one for Dad. Okay. Owner, Schaefer, Trent, Cutter. For Dad. Hey Dad, I remembered something today. Way back when I was small, before you left the surface, you'd take me with you to the scrapyards. I hated it, and all I ever did was watch you pick through piles of stuff that I thought was just junk. I couldn't have helped even if I'd tried, but you insisted on bringing me anyways. I think I get why now. Picking these ships apart up here, it's lonely work. I wonder how Mum's doing. Trent. Cutter. 67642. Warning, unauthorized address cannot be sent. Oh, I never got sent. That's sad. Wow. Okay. Well, that was fairly. That was kind of a non-shift, really. Again, learning the game for the first time, so I am taking my time, getting to grips with how to do things, and obviously, you know, pulling the front of the ship off not depressurizing the clearly now absolutely exposed crawl spaces on either side. That was a bit of a weird one, definitely. But, you know, bugs notwithstanding, we're definitely learning, and my aim per shift is to try and get at least one milestone covered. If I'm doing that, I'm happy with the pace I'm going. We almost got there, but there was a lot of learning in that little part as I was faffing around trying to work out what was happening with the depressurized or not depressurized sides. I'm glad that was still in transit. Is that going to work, though? There we go. That would have pushed me over. I was just a little bit too late. How many deaths? 0. 0 deaths. 3 near misses, but 0 deaths. Very happy. Definitely not a squeaky clean record. There's absolutely a few incidents on record of my employment so far, but so far, no instances of fatalities. Just elevated heart rate. Very elevated heart rate in one instance. The word... I imagine everyone does, to the point that I hope they do anyway, otherwise it says something quite bad about me. But,
Hey, Cutter.
Oh,
Want
what?
to see something special?
Okay.
Take a look at that railgate.
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool.
Whew, what a beauty. You know, no matter how many times I see that old railgate fire, it never ceases to amaze me. Could be you on there one day.
One day. But, I imagine it's a bit of a rite of passage, or at least I very much hope it is, that I overshot the hab once. That was a bit of an interesting escapade, let's say. And the other time that it came close was actually genuinely quite a bad one. I didn't overshoot the ship. Unfortunately, I was still moving very fast, so when I met the ship, I smashed a big hole in the front of my helmet. That wasn't good times. Kind of bad times, actually. But I still managed to get back to the hab, fix the ship, the suit, and get an oxygen resupply before I died. I had a sliver of health left, though. Just a sliver. I think it's fair to say that I probably had to get a new suit. Washing was not going to take the stains out of that one. It's an easy. Let's take the big chunky bits off at the sides. Gives us a little bit more easy access to the rest of it then. Two's fine. We'll be heading into the ship in a moment, and I can always get a little bit more O2 in there, since there are O2 tanks. Be lazy at this point. I know, tethers are money, but it's at an odd angle. I'd much rather just yoink these out. Make sure I'm yoinking the right bit, though.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay. Now, let me have a quick scan. We have got the central area is pressurized, and that's fine. But got the fuel on either side and then the fuel in the middle. Let's take the fuel out on either side first, actually, before I get too much more stuff done. And we can just rip these sides off at this point, except for the airlock, of course, but that's fine. Wow, that was rather efficient. Okay. Take it away.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Help that away from there. Ooh, that came a little bit close. I don't like that at all. Now, I'm definitely going to want to deal with the pressure in there before I rip that side off. So I'm going to go to the other side and finish that one first. Yeah, let's not aim anywhere even remotely close to the fuel tank. That's still remotely close. Let's aim there. Well, how are you doing, chat? Hope you're having a pleasant weekend. How many of you've got this game yourselves? Out of curiosity. I feel like I really slept on it during early access, considering how much I'm enjoying it. I feel like quite the derp, actually.
Credits transferred.
Playing it right now. Well, I imagine you're doing a bit better than me. It seems like something I'd waste much time on if I had. Yep. I imagine so. But waste is perhaps a bit of a rough way of saying it. If it is true. Maybe I'm just sensitive to the idea of playing games being a waste of time, considering what I do as a job. Maybe a little bit too close to the bone. Time we got left. Now, flush switch. Flush fuel from the nacelles and conjoined pipes.
Credits deposited.
Let's do that. Thank you. I should probably have had to do that for the nacelles, actually.
Oxygen reserves are low.
But I did not. Let's get you out. Oh, that's... I actually need to cut that out. Never mind. Here's where we see if I left myself enough time. No? Ah, crap. I've just realized I did a massive stupid. Alright. Lesson learned. Hopefully. I pulled out the battery. There's no more power.
Oxygen supplies are critical.
It's the second time I've done that on a door that I needed to open. I will learn. Hopefully. I have to believe I will.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. I haven't had a reactor explode on me there yet, no. I've only taken apart one ship reactor so far. Well, that is a bit of a problem then. There's a lot of stuff in there. Okay, well... How am I going to deal with this? What would be the best way to go in?
Deposit accepted for processing.
I guess we could try and open up the front of the ship? I don't know. I wonder.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
I definitely need to bear in mind, because my instinct is to disable the power quickly, because it's a danger. But the amount of things I then can't do that are more dangerous because I not got any more power.
Salvage